Brent is just one of those artists I look at and say, damn, like, I need to get to a place where I can be that honest while also being so brutally manipulative and still have her keep coming back for more. Like, that's a talent I haven't fully mastered yet. So, like, I hope class is in session again with this album. That's all I gotta say. Song 1. Wait, what's song 1? Villain's Theme.
Especially if you constantly gotta work and do things that you might not want to do. That's like temporary happiness real quick.
Just good. I don't think it's an internet word, I think it's a real word that really makes sense.
Temporary euphoria.
I wonder if he did the Villain's Theme thing because remember when Tyler did that on Igor's theme? I don't know if that's any correlation, but I don't know, the theme shit.
Okay, I get that.
I know I gotta wake up in the morning for work.
Maybe.
Who the hell is that? Who's the female? She sound British or something.
So it's because of that, mashing up and approaching it a little more in retrospect, and it might come out honest.
What purpose do your vices serve in your life?
The intro kind of sounds like it's a collage of conversations going on. If you know anything about Brent's albums, he always starts off with some sort of theme. It's not really a song. It's not an actual song that's constructed and put together. It's like he's always trying to get a point across on the first record. I do want to know who the woman was talking on this though, because I'm pretty sure Brent is just not going to throw any random female on the intro to his album. So yeah, I want to know who that was. Voice sound good though. Track 2, Loose Change. Shit.
What's left of us? What's left of our lives? I remember when you couldn't tell me a thing. How you talk so much, it drives me insane. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You know. What it seems for this girl, what is love? Sorry, I'm so fly, so what?
Fuck, I'm gonna be sorry for it.
I'm already getting like a theme of Wasteland because the sounds on here, it sounds like it's from a villain movie. Like he never uses these sounds. He never uses sound on Fuck the World or Saunderson. So it's interesting that he's using that.
This shit don't add up. You don't even know the man.
No, she don't.
Sometimes I wanna beat your ass.
Wait.
And you know I won't do that.
Okay. I wanted to see what he was going to follow up with that. Because you can't say that. Playlist easily. See, man, like Brent, like he just different, man. Why are you like just because I left you, I fell back from you, don't mean you need to go tell your friends that, you know, I was bad. I was a bad person. I wasn't a bad person in a relationship. It was you. Like, nah, that's not how it's supposed to go. You can't throw dirt on my name just because I threw you to the curb. Nah. Already the songwriting is so different than anything on Fuck the World or Saunderson or any of the EPs he's dropped. He's letting the beast breathe more than he usually does. And I know he did that a little bit on Fuck the World, but the songs were so short that you didn't really notice it that much. I like that the lyrics aren't too clogged together and he's giving it a little bit of oxygen to breathe. The production is real, like, scary and, like, menacing, but his voice is so soothing and graceful. That mix and master right there was just crazy. What is love? Do any of us know? Do we know really? Because I don't. Nah, I take that back. I know what love is. I just don't know what being in love is. Track 3, Gravity, I already heard. I gave you my opinion on that on my expectations video. So if you want to hear my opinion on that, check that out. Track 4, Heal Your Heart, Interlude. Still a little bit hot.
Talk about us if you hear me out. They only love me cause they see me getting money now. Ain't nobody patch you up like you. I wish I had all the answers to heal your heart.
See, I know it was an interlude, but you can't do that to me, bro. You can't do that to me. That should have been a full song. I'm sorry. That should have been. That made me not like it. You can't drop that many gems and then just leave us on that. Fuck no. There's no way you're gonna get all the answers to heal the heart if we don't get the whole story. We gotta get the whole story, bro. Oh, wow, bro. Then he got a skit after this. Egomaniac, bro. Track 5.
You alright?
No.
You know I'm not from LA. I don't have any family out here, so I have no support system during my pregnancy. And you said, don't worry about it, that you were the only love and support I needed. What the fuck happened to that? I feel very fucking alone.
Shut up.
You respond very fast to every bitch except the person that's carrying your child. Wow.
This is my manager texting me. It's cool though. I'm gonna kill this.
Hey, this nigga ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit. But I relate though. This nigga took a sip.
Bye, baby.
Sleep. That is some egomaniac shit though. I mean, did he really do anything wrong though? Again, we didn't get the whole full story. Like, we didn't get the story at all. Like, we just got them in a car and she was yelling at him about him texting people back, texting bitches back, but he wasn't texting the bitch. He was texting his manager. So what are you really getting on him about? We need to know what happened beforehand. You just giving us a peek into the relationship. So I can't even give a full opinion on if you're a bad guy or a good guy. I don't know how this skit is supposed to fit within the album yet, but I guess we gonna see. Shit. I mean, all of these songs has been about specific women, I think. Is this supposed to mean he got a baby on the way? Is that what he's trying to tell us with this? Track 6, All Mine. Let me know. That's that same melody. Hey, that shit hard though. Y'all know that song? Let me. What'd he say? Who can I love if I can't even love myself? I really like how he's stacking his voice throughout this album. He always does that pretty well in his projects, but it's gotten more prevalent as he's gone forward in his career. He knows where to place his vocals. He knows where his distorted voice sounds good and his regular talking voice sounds good as well.
We had our downs, but we had way more ups. Let's make love. That be the reason that you always hit me up. You told me your new man don't make you nut. That's a damn shame. That last time I made you miss your damn play. Remember that last time I wet you down with champagne. I've been the worst, but I love you better. If you let me. Baby, so comfortable. Girl, it's only you for me. Try what they offer, they're not who I want them to be. That's not an offer to me. When you ain't with me, you feel alone. And I was wondering if you always know. I feel like it's worth it. I know now that I've been the
Oh my. Oh damn. Oh my is right. Oh my God. I like this song a lot, but I'm kind of torn in the position he's taken as far as musically, because he's giving us more of a modern sound now and not giving us that traditional R&B slowed down vibe that we're used to from Brent. It isn't really too much complex writing within this song. The hook is really repetitive, but it sounds so good that it kind of just it doesn't matter. Like when you can just get away with saying "oh my" 15 times and it sounds godly, I don't know what else to say. That's why I like the song, because he's saying it 15 times. But then I don't like it because it's repetitive as hell. I don't know who Brent is talking to on these songs, but it sounds like he's talking to somebody specific again. Like, who is this? Is this your baby mama? The one that we don't know about? Well, we do know about it. I don't even know, bro. I'm just jumping to conclusions. Do we know about it or not? Or is he just giving us an illusion of a baby mama? But I like that song, though. I don't know if I'm too much of a fan of the approach he's taking on this record. But like I said, it sounds good. Price of Fame, I already heard that. He dropped this song over a year ago on Dropbox. So I'm not going to listen to it. I played it out like shit. So, oh yeah. A lot of niggas talking about some Brent not being a toxic individual. Like, he hasn't been toxic so far on this album yet, but this song is definitely one of those. Price of Fame, yeah, look at the lyrics. Track 8, Ghetto Gatsby. Was that a movie? Ghetto with Gatsby. I think that was a movie or some shit, right? Wasn't Leonardo in that? Featuring one of my babies, Alicia Keys. What's up with these menacing ass beats? What kind of mode was you in, bruh? So like I'm about to go into a haunted house.
You said I'd be out of town too much, flying in the wind, I'm Gatsby. I'm probably faded when you see me on the TV, I can't help that. I'm just playing cards. I can't buy you happiness if you ain't got it. Move you to a place, still ain't what you wanted. New face, still not lower London.
Oh, I can't just let that slide. I can't buy you happiness if you don't got it. Ain't been too many quotables in this so far, but that's one of them ones. That takes me back to the song Mercedes. Falling in love with me is more than just driving a Mercedes. You know what I mean? Mercedes might make you happy, but that don't mean I'm going to.
My XL, no stains in the backseat. Windows down, I would hate to drive past me. Yeah. Tell you hit it, baby, for the new strap. On me.
Okay. Let's get a little dead for a minute.
Fuck a one and dime, we lived in and out. Read between the lines, we be in and out. Bring the car front and walk me out.
The verse isn't over yet, but I don't know if I'm putting my foot in my mouth, but you know I'm gonna leave this in there. Why isn't Alicia Keys giving her real voice, man? What's going on, bruh? When I see Alicia Keys on the album, I want her to sing. This isn't singing. This is whispering.
I'm feeling really nice. Good views, good weed, wearing plenty ice. Baby, I'm a truthful lover, honestly. Rely on me like pages in your diary.
Man, how you gonna end it with Diary and not give us Diary vocals? That's probably my least favorite on here so far, outside of Gravity. It just really didn't do anything for me. I wanted it to pick up towards the latter end of the record, but it never really did that for me. I thought Alicia Keys was gonna come and save the record, but she came on this joint whispering. And it doesn't seem like it's too much of a concept with this record and a lot of the records on here so far. It doesn't seem like it's something gluing everything together. It's just him rambling, and it does sound good at certain points, but if he's not expressing his vocal range like he does on certain songs on here, like the Loose Change record, it just gets pretty dead and nonchalant in my opinion. Like, this is definitely a record I feel like he could have left off of here, and I don't think anybody would have been mad. If this is one of your favorite records, let me know, and let me know why. Now, I like the ATL line in reference to Nunu, Cascade. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you got some Cuddy last. Like, any reference to a hood classic like that, I'ma always love. Track 9. Oh, shit. See, I already heard this. I played this shit out of this so much, but I feel like I don't want to hear it again. Nah, I ain't gonna play it again. I hate Drake, though, bro. I hate when Drake does this. Like, he can rap his ass off when he wants to. 6 p.m. in New York, and whatever time and whatever city. He always does this type of shit, but sometimes he be playing. That's why I look at the Honestly Never Mind shit. I'm like, come on, bro. You know we didn't want this. You know we didn't, bro. But it's cool. It wasn't a bad album, but we just didn't want it. I don't think it was necessary. You could have just did that on something else, somebody else's album. You could have did it, got a couple of them shits off on a WizKid project or something, on a Keisha project. We didn't need it from you. When this nigga said, does she have a pool there? Does she have a gym there? You used to do skincare, but now you do swimwear? Ooh, she ain't got no furniture in the crib. I've been there. Come on, Rolling Stone.
I'm a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, do you have to be a certain age to be a Rolling Stone? You know what I mean? And how are you a Rolling Stone when you don't have any kids? Hold on, let me actually let the record play though.
I learned the game from some heavyweights. Catching buses, making change from another place. Met demons from my younger days. I wish I could shake them, but they follow me. I wish that's my mama, I've been hustling since the sandbox. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. Bitch, you.
What?
Bitch, you just spilled 13 on mama queen.
Damn.
I just heard bitch and I was like, damn. This nigga going crazy. This nigga just said he was sorry, but then he said bitch.
I'm exciting, then I'm gaslighting. Make up your mind.
Manipulative.
I guess I'm everything and nothing at the same time.
Damn. I gotta write that down.
I'm sorry in advance if I let you down.
That might be my favorite song. I ain't even gonna lie. See, this is his pocket, bro. He can do these kind of records really great. But it's like he has to use his vocals. He actually has to sing. And that's what he did on this record. And it's like you actually feel the pain, bro. And then the pace of the record is perfect. It's not too much. It's not too much downtime in there. You know what I mean? It's just enough. And when the hook comes back in, it's like, oh, man. Damn, it came right back in right on time. I be thinking, though, like, these niggas be lying, bro. He just said he be gaslighting. I feel like this whole song is gaslighting because you're not sorry. You're not sorry because you know what's up. You know what your flaws are, but you still continue to do it. Why am I talking like I'm talking down on him like I don't do the same shit? Because the only reason I'm talking down on him is because he was supposed to teach me something, but, you know, it seemed like we in the same boat. Yeah, I love that song, though. That's gonna be in the playlist for a brick. Track 11, FYTB. Oh, fuck you talking about? Featuring Junie. I'm really liking these sounds he's using. It's real different.
It's only you and me. Fuck is you talking about? Man, I've been looking for love, but I only come up on the drum. Stop me out. That's on me. I'm a hot nigga, check my degree. Know my bitch in my teeth. Walking through it like 3. Rolling all night. Session at 3.
Whoa, stop. I can't do no talking. Money keep calling. Pussy ass niggas keep stalling. Yeah, niggas just touchdown. I just got bust down. Brand new wrist, I'm ballin'. Bitch, ooh, it's a Friday. I get my money in 5 ways. I'm in the driveway. Diamonds on me like Zimbabwe. Boy, like I'm chopsticks. Niggas just blase. I get that money on parlay. I just woke up, signed the deal.
Yeah.
And I'm still in the field. Yeah, fuck them niggas. How they feel? Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I did not like when he came in at first, but he picked it up. Yeah. It seemed like that song should have been longer than what it was. I don't know if it was because the hook and the bridge took up most of the record. Like Brent's verses, they're not even like memorable at all. Like the dude Junie took up like 2 minutes of the record. And then like Brent had like the last minute and something. I don't know if I like how he utilized the feature on this record or not even just utilize the feature. I think he just should have put more of it himself on the record, you know, and not just a bridge the whole time. But I like the fact that he added some heavy drums on this one. I think this is the first record we've really gotten some memorable drums on there. A lot of this album has been pretty slow so far. I have to remember that I didn't listen to Wasting Time and Gravity, so this is in the line of those records. For the most part, it was a good song, outside of Brent not being on it that much. Track 12, Skit, Oblivion.
The night ain't over yet. You want to ask your driver to make a detour? It's not a big deal anyway. It ain't like y'all got a baby or nothing.
What was the point, Brent? You gotta let me know. I don't know, man. I didn't like it. Track 13, Dead Man Walking. I already heard that. Played the shit out of that song too, so you know I like it. Track 14, Addictions, featuring Trey Amani. More drums.
Maybe it's the love, the drugs, the weed, the pussy. Maybe it's only a bar. Maybe I don't need a hug. Maybe I'm just fucked up. I done gave more dick than a little. I don't want no reason that you're freaking out. Maybe it's the love, the drugs, the weed, the pussy. Maybe it's only a bar.
To the back, gonna be a thought, so I'm like, fuck these bitches. My son got a mother and I love her, so it's different. Yeah, come home to me now. It's me and my niggas, we lit and we wild. Be careful who you judge and who you criticize. It's all being a people person when they killing minds. Baby mama called, said, yeah, you acting different. All these drugs and these hoes got you fucking tripping.
I don't know why Brent is doing that. Why is he letting his features take up more of the record than he is? I know there's not a lot of features on this project, so it's not really a big deal breaker for me as far as the album goes, but I just don't know why is he doing that? Like, why is he not putting himself more on the records where, because it sounds like this is the feature song and he just did the hook and just added the verse on the record. Like, I honestly feel like if he had more time on this record, he would be able to flesh out his ideas a little bit more about the addictions he has. You know, because on the hook, he only explains the addictions on the hook. On the verse, he doesn't even really go that much in depth. I think the only thing I like about this song is the production. And I don't even love that, I would say. I feel like it's a little bit too minimalistic. A lot of the production on this project so far has been a little minimalistic, a little bare, which I'm not really mad at because that's what Brent's good at doing. He's good at using his vocals to bring more out of that bare production. And it seemed like he doesn't really do that on this record. And the Trey Amani verse is like, it didn't really do nothing for me. I feel like it was just long-winded. And being the fact that it took up most of the song, I feel like it was just unnecessary. I feel like I didn't need him on the record because he didn't really touch on the subject matter too much. He felt like he was just rapping. So I'll say on first listen, nah, I'm not really banging with this joint like that. Track 15, Role Model.
I'll be the role model. Don't need us tomorrow. Gotta meet with Audemars. No more Ghost Racer GT3.
That shit came in weird.
I done seen it all before I turned 23. I could teach you how to ball if you just let a nigga be. I'll be your role model. Don't need us tomorrow. Gotta meet with Audemars. The rich attitude when you're weaker. Never stressing if you just say no. I give you lessons, there's so much to know. Don't push me when I say no. You don't love cheese, cause it costs O's. You can't hook me less than here for a show. Don't need us tomorrow.
This hook golden. The hook is golden.
Flawless, baby, what you call this? If the shit don't involve money, involve it, I can be your role model.
Woo, the violins, baby. Can't beat the violins. See, this is a record. Well, first of all, I love the record. I love this song right here. This is one of them ones for me. But this just shows how much, how aware Brent is of his personality and how egotistical he is. He like, yo, where you gonna go after me? Where are you gonna go? I seen it all before 23. You like no more red carpet, no more MTV. You ain't going nowhere. Like who you gonna be with? A bum after me? You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga. That's basically what he's saying on this song. I'm gonna be a role model. You know what I'm saying? I can teach you things. You gonna leave it, then come right back because class is still in session. Now I like this song. I like the dubstep instrumental in the background. I like the violin ending. You can't beat the violin at the end. I always say that. It just gets you so comfortable. Like I don't even need to smoke. But then again, it seems like it's a formula going on with this project and where the hook is taking up a lot of the record and his verses are not as long as they usually are. Well, I mean, on Fuck the World, the song was like 2 minutes long. It was like what? How many songs was it? I don't even remember how many songs was on Fuck the World, but it was like 27 to 30 minutes. So, I mean, it couldn't have been that many. So I'm not really saying this is out of the norm for him, but I just want him to speak a little bit more. I want him to talk to us a little bit more, bro. Like, you ain't giving us enough, bro. Give us enough verses, bro. We want to hear it. Track 16, Jackie Brown. It's like some 80s shit. Some 80s pop.
Only been days, but it felt like months. Went gone for a year, only roll like once.
Oh, this him. Okay. I like when he does different experiments with his voice and seeing what works and what doesn't. He hasn't done this in a while, actually. The Lights voice, you know, he hasn't done that in a while. So, you know, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if I like it yet, but we'll see.
My old bitch front like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too down. Be on up myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself.
Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months.
Will you be my leading lady? I wanna call you and get a little baby. My new bitch look like Halle Berry.
See, I'm on the fence. Cause I like this. Sonically, I like it, but I just want more. I want more from Brent, man. Like he's not giving me enough, bro. He's not giving me enough of anything. The ideas of these songs are so good, but like you take it back to Song to Song, and I hate bringing up old shit when it comes to artists. I hate doing this, but you just know that he can do much better as far as fleshing out ideas and as far as concepts when it comes to songs and getting those ideas across the whole record and giving us full songs. He even gives us 2 songs in one sometimes. But on here, it's like, it's coming off a little bit lazy because the chorus is just taking up everything. Then these songs are already like 2:30 to 3 minutes long. So it's kind of tough to listen to when it's 2 hooks on here. You know, it's 2 hooks on here, but like the verses in between aren't really reeling me in back into the hook. You know what I mean? They're not long enough for it to do that. I hate that I'm reiterating the same point, but I can't really find that much wrong with these records outside of that. Because these are good songs sonically. Like, you even go to the title, like, just naming this shit Jackie Brown just comes off so lazy because it's just something that you said in the record. It's nothing that really ties the whole concept together. I do like that early 80s psychedelic sound that he has in the background, that he has on a few tracks on here. I do like that. But it seemed like the latter part of this record, it's definitely more drums involved in the first half. It's definitely more experimenting going on in the latter part of this album. But these songs aren't really, like I say, long enough for that experience to even be noticeable. Track 17, Bad Luck.
I used to see.
Oh, I thought the song was over. I was about to have a fit.
Over now, you're gone away. Still, I can feel your energy. So hard, all that I'm asking for is answers of you. Don't you take my sweetness for a weakness, baby? Yeah, it's never lost.
You're not sweet though, bruh. You're not. You haven't been sweet on this whole album. You left your baby mom in the car.
Girl, you know I put my all in you. When you're not here, I'm calling you. You're a fool. Why you wanna see me so cold? It's over now. I don't believe.
I actually like this song because us that act like this and have multiples on our roster, we have to be a little manipulative at some point. If you know Brent, he's manipulating the fuck out of this female right here, whoever he's talking to, because we all know he's not putting his all into anybody. He's let us know that on every one of his albums. So why all of a sudden he talking about you having bad luck? Or you telling her you having bad luck because of what? Because she's about to leave your ass? That's why you say you got bad luck? That's why you telling her that? I feel like I just been having bad luck. No, boy. No, nigga. Nah. It be working though. But yeah, this right here is classic Brent to me. It reminds me a little bit of his old stuff. Stuff of like AM Paradox or something of Lost. So yeah, I like this track a lot. It reminds me of his old shit. I just love the way Brent's able to utilize and stack his voice in different ways. Well, it's not really in different ways. He does this a lot. But he's doing it in a way where other R&B artists aren't doing. And the stacking and layering of his vocals, and because a lot of R&B artists, they usually go with the same tempo throughout, the same vocal range throughout the entire project, vocal length, however you want to put it. So I'm glad that he's still doing this. He didn't take that out of his repertoire. The only thing I'll say is probably the biggest difference in this album is the production. The production is definitely off kilter to anything that he's done before. Wake Up Call, track 18. Damn, this shit 5 minutes? The fuck going on?
I fucking hate you.
What?
The worst thing that ever happened to me.
Tell me where you at. We can talk about this in person. I promise you we're gonna figure it out.
Damn, bruh. This would make me feel like a piece of shit, bro.
Definitely ruined her life.
You mean I don't deserve a
You
child?
will never see this baby. I will never see this baby.
Baby, what you talking about?
Oh, this shit deep right here. This some deep shit. This nigga gotta get in the car and all that. It's over. This nigga's not even in walking distance. Shit like a movie. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Damn. Wait, so did they both die? Is that what happened? This shit was like a fucking movie, man. I feel like I wanted to cry in the beginning. I gotta get this shit over with before I shed a tear. Try 19, Angel.
Look in the mirror and I see the worst in parts of me that I don't want, but I'll never tell you that.
Can't.
Wish I could change your mind. I know you'll never go away. Take a vacation in my head and don't bring no one else. I guess you could come sometime. Always here to stay.
Yeah. He should have did that more on this entire album, bro, because he has the vocals to do it. First thing I want to say about this album is that it's built like a motion picture. I like the fact that he was able to cultivate that and make it so concise and so personal. It seemed like it's revolving around a woman, but also himself. It seems like he's still struggling in the area of infidelity and not being able to be with one woman, but, you know, kind of gaslighting and manipulating the woman that he loves at this moment in time and making it seem like, you know, he's the guy for her. You know, he's sorry about this and that, but he's not really sorry at all. You know what I mean? But he might be. You know, the ending of this album really reeled it in for me and made me realize that, you know, he really is a person that has a heart. He really is a person that's sorry for the things that he's doing to the woman that he loves. I don't think he would be able to put together a skit like Wake Up Call if he wasn't somewhat apologetic for the things that he's done in the past or the things he continues to do. Or on the flip side, I can see it being somewhat of a fantasy of his, not a fantasy in a good way, but just a dream of how things could potentially play out in a sense of him being a cheater, you know what I mean? And him being so upfront with that person, but it's not changing how they feel about him and the hurt that is causing that person. This project sonically was very cohesive, not too much as far as concept, because some of the time I felt like he was a little bit all over the place, even though it kind of stayed on the same course, but he kind of derailed at certain points. And when I say derail, it doesn't necessarily mean that he wasn't staying on topic, but he was kind of contradicting himself within his own project. And I don't know if that was by design or if that was accidental, because you got songs on here like Gravity, All Mine, Jackie Brown, and where he's talking about, you know, how he has so much love for this woman that he's in a relationship with. But then on the flip side, you got songs on here like Role Model and Rolling Stone, where, you know, he's saying that, you know, he can't not cheat. He just can't. But the reason I say I think he's staying on topic within that is because I think he's trying to get the point across that even though he's struggling with infidelity, it doesn't mean that he loves this person any less. And I feel like you can look at that any way you want to. You know what I mean? Some people will beg to differ. You know what I mean? Some women will definitely beg to differ. You know, if you cheat on me, you don't love me. That's not true. That's not true, baby. You got a song like Addictions on here where, well, for lack of a better term, he, you know, it's what the title says. He's addressing his addictions head on. He's aware of what his addictions are. He's aware of what his flaws are as a man. But also, I don't think he's aware of the fact of why he keeps doing these things, why he continues to do these things, why he continues to put this woman through all this shit. You know what I mean? You know you're a Rolling Stone, so why don't you just stay single, my nigga? I definitely like the creative direction he took within this project, but I think, like I said, throughout this whole project, it was a bunch of ideas on this project that I don't think were really flushed out all the way because the songs were so short. And that's not really a problem when it comes to me and Brent as far as me listening to him, but I feel like with this being a 19-track album and it seemed like a concept that you really wanted to push, I don't think it really got through like he thought it would. I don't think it was as clean cut of a theme and concept as he thought it would come across as. Because honestly, even with this being a 19-track album, what is this is even 19, bro? Because this nigga got skits and interludes all over this motherfucker. Like, come on, like somebody's like, what was that? Oblivion? No, we did not need that. I felt like a lot of the features on here were kind of unnecessary because they didn't really add to the story that he was trying to portray throughout the album. The Alicia Keys feature isn't what I was expecting or wanted from her. The song Fuck You Talking About was cool, but I felt like the feature from Junie really overpowered Brent's concept. The chorus was trying to lead on. And my biggest gripe with this project is that I wish he didn't put those full singles on this project, or he should have just saved them for the album specifically and not release them as lead singles, because I hate to say this, but like it took away from the authentic experience for me because I've already played the shit out of all these songs. And I don't really have a big problem with this, but I feel like it was too many skits on here, even though it seemed like it came off like it was supposed to tell a story. But off first listen, I really don't see the correlation in a lot of the skits or interludes on here. I think the first skit and the last skit has some correlation, but like I said, Oblivion, like That shit shouldn't have been on here. Even though sonically I like this project a lot, and I feel like it's gonna grow on me as time goes on. I do feel like he should have used his vocals a little bit more on this record. Even though he sings throughout the whole album and he uses his rap cadences every now and then. I feel like the reason we love Brent is because he's able to use his vocals in a specific and unique way that comes off sort of nostalgic, like an early '90s R&B album, but. It seemed like he didn't really use that too much on this record here. That was the reason I loved Aaron Paradox. That was the reason I loved Saunderson. And like I said, I hate comparing people to their old work, but especially if their old work was better. Like, because I feel like Saunderson is definitely better than this. But like I said, this is only our first listen. Don't take my word as law or nothing, but this is our first listen. When I first heard Saunderson, I was like, damn, like, his vocals really impressed me. And I feel like the vocals on this record, even though the layering was cool, a lot of the stacking was good in my opinion. A lot of stacking was great. But as far as him going into that harmonizing bag that we love so much from Brent, I just didn't, I couldn't, I dig deep in the bag, but I couldn't really pull nothing out. You know what I mean? Nothing was really pulled out. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he was holding back a lot on this record. It sounded like he didn't really want to let it loose. Like, Brent, we know you can sing, bro. Just do it. Overall, I know I'll be saying this a lot, but I know I'm gonna have more to say about this album. But that's definitely all I have right now. I don't want to say much more because I want to listen to it at least another time before I add any more comments about it. But it's definitely a good album. I wouldn't say it's great. At this moment in time, like I said, it's our first listen, but I'm definitely not gonna say it's great because I've heard great Brent before, and there's most definitely some great cuss on here. Like, I'm not even about to name the singles that dropped a year ago, like Loose Change, All Mine, shit, Rolling Stone, Role Model, Angel, Bad Luck. They're my favorite records on here, and you can see the correlation between all these records. He's actually fucking singing. So yeah, man, that's all I got for this album. Like I said, it's a good album. I wouldn't say it was nothing I wasn't expecting. I wouldn't say it's something I was expecting. He definitely used some different instrumentation on this record, which I'm very happy about, and him being able to experiment. He's independent, so he can really do whatever the fuck he wants. And him being independent and him putting out this album was it's still impressive to me. It's still a little bit impressive to me when it comes to that. But just as far as his discography, there wasn't really much that blew me away on this record, even though I liked a lot of the songs on here. So yeah, man, that's all I got. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Shit. Hey, man, if y'all liked it, y'all liked it. If y'all didn't, y'all didn't. Let me know in the comments. Man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Damn, bro. I think I'm gonna take a nap before I edit this shit, man. But yeah, man. Hey, you already know how we do it. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Hey, man, we gone. Yeah.